Hey there, and welcome. We're about to jump into something that, let's be honest, affects every single one of us these days. What on earth happens to all our digital stuff, our accounts, our photos, our whole online life, if we're suddenly not around to manage it? So today, we're going to walk through a really simple way to set up a digital safety net. It's all about getting you and your loved ones some real peace of mind. All right, let's just rip the Band-Aid off and start with the big, tough question. I know, it's not fun to think about, but really, if something happened to you tomorrow, could your family get into your bank accounts? Could they find your insurance info? Or even just your important passwords? For most of us, if we're being honest, the answer is probably no, and that's a scary thought. And look, this isn't some far-off, abstract idea. Think about the real world for a second. A sudden medical scare. You're traveling and you lose your phone and your wallet. An accident that leaves you unable to communicate. These things happen, and in those moments, having a plan in place is absolutely essential for the people who rely on you. Okay, so we've all agreed on the problem. It's a big one. But now, let's talk about the solution. I'm going to walk you through how you can build your own digital safety net, and I think you'll be surprised at just how easy it can be. So, this is where a service called Digital Heritage comes into play. What is it? Well, in a nutshell, it's a super secure app that's built for one thing: to give your trusted people access to your critical info. But, and this is really the most important part, they can only get it when it's absolutely necessary. You are always, always in control. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty, because honestly, the best part is how incredibly simple this is to get up and running. It's just 4 little steps to get your entire digital life organized and locked down. And you definitely don't need to be some kind of tech genius to do it. Okay, so step 1, you sign up with an account you already use, like your Google or Microsoft account. No new password to forget. Step 2, you start adding your essential stuff. Passwords, documents, you name it. Step 3, you pick your trusted contacts, and you decide exactly what they can see. Maybe your spouse gets the financial info, but your sibling just gets the password to your photo backups. You get to decide. And finally, step 4, you distribute your key. Now hold on, because this last step, this is where the real magic happens. So you might be wondering, how does this service keep my most private information totally secure, even from its own employees? Well, it all comes down to this really clever and powerful security method. Let's break it down. It's called Shamir's Secret Sharing. Now that sounds super technical, right? But the idea behind it is actually beautiful and simple. It takes your one master key, the one key that unlocks everything, and it splits it into a bunch of different unique little pieces. And here's the kicker. No single piece can do anything on its own. So here's how that works. A master key gets created right there on your device, not on some company server. Then boom, it's instantly split into those unique pieces. Each person you trust gets just one of those pieces. And to unlock anything, a certain number of them, a number that you get to decide, have to bring their pieces together. This means nobody, not your best friend, not your partner, not even the folks at Digital Heritage, can get into your stuff alone. It's impossible. You know what it's like? It's like one of those high-security bank vaults you see in movies. You can't just open it with one key, right? You need 2 or 3 different people to show up and turn their keys at the same time. It's that exact same idea, but for your digital world. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so your vault is set up, it's secure, but how does the system actually know when it's time to activate? Well, it all works on a simple, automated check-in system that just kind of runs quietly in the background, like your own personal wellness monitor. And checking in is designed to be, well, effortless. You can just pop in and click a button on your dashboard, or use a one-click link they email you. You can even connect it to your Gmail so it automatically checks you in whenever you're active online. It's all about fitting into your life, not making you do extra work. But what happens if you miss a check-in? The system doesn't just panic, it follows this really gradual 30-day safety net. After day 1, you just get a friendly little reminder email. After a full week, it sends a more serious wellness check to you and, if you want, to someone else, like your partner. It's only after a whole 30 days of total inactivity that your trusted contacts are finally notified. This whole process is designed to prevent any false alarms. Of course, anytime we're talking about storing our most sensitive info, the #1 question on everyone's mind is security. So let's take a closer look at the foundation that this whole thing is built on, because it's really important. So the entire system is built on what's called a zero-knowledge architecture. All that means for you is this: only you can ever see your data, period. The company can't. It's all protected with military-grade encryption. We already talked about that multi-key security thing. And this one is huge. Your data is never, ever sold to anyone. The main takeaway here is simple. You, and only you, are in control. So, we've talked about the problem, we've gone through the solution, we've covered the rock-solid security. So, what does it actually take to get this peace of mind set up for yourself? That's it. 5 minutes. Seriously, that is all the time you need to set up a free account and get that first layer of your safety net built. It's such a tiny, tiny investment of your time for a huge return in just feeling better about things. And look, the free plan isn't some watered-down trial. It gives you everything you actually need to get started. You can add 3 trusted contacts, you can store 10 of your most important secrets. It's a completely functional plan to protect what matters most, with no ads and 0 data selling. There is literally no reason not to get started. Which really just brings us to the final thought here. You know, life is unpredictable. We all know that, but your planning doesn't have to be. For 5 minutes of your time, you can make sure that the people you care about most in the world are looked after, no matter what happens. So I guess the real question is, isn't that peace of mind worth it?